Nothing wrong with having a little fun. All right, y'all. Kind of doing it up for the weekend. So we're gonna go on and go with this butter rum. What's the new name? Butter rum. Y'all seen the title? Y'all tell me what the new name is. Butter rum. Butter rum what? This is butter rum coconut breakfast cake. There we go. A brand new butter cake for you. Okay. So before I walk out the door today, I am going to present that to y'all today. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let y'all know what I did in the kitchen yesterday. Okay. All right. Let's take this stroll with that butter rum coconut breakfast cake. All right. Let's take this stroll. All right, Inspirators, let's go ahead and get going on this butter rum coconut breakfast cake. All right, we're going to start out with our butter, and that is salted butter. We're going to come with a stick and a half of salted butter. Yes, these are half size blocks of butter. Matter of fact, this is Land O'Lakes butter. Yes, it is salted butter. And we are going with a stick and a half. And while I'm at this, I'm going to go ahead and share with you all about the uneasy feelings about hand washing. Yes, before I start my videos, I make sure that I wash my hands, and I even wash my phone off well to make sure that contamination, cross-contamination is not going on. So if you all are feeling a bit uncomfortable with me tapping my camera while I'm in the process of cooking, trust me, I have well washed my phone as well as my hands before I even started in this kitchen. Yes, I am very aware of how cross-contamination goes on when you're touching objects and that's not affiliated with cooking. So I am well aware of that. So I make sure before I start any kind of thing going in the kitchen to make sure that everything is clean. Yes, my phone always gets well washed, even if I'm working with a camera, another kind of camera. My hands are most certainly going to be washed, and the objects that I am using is going to be washed as well. And that is to the people that is a bit uncomfortable with not seeing me wash my hands. All right, we're going to go on and continue on. And that was 2 cups of sugar added into our butter. Yes, I'm going to slowly add this 2 cups of sugar into the butter. Hey, baby. This wonderful recipe will make you set those cinnamon buns and coffee cakes to the side for breakfast in the morning. If you're tired of that in the morning, just go right ahead and try this butter rum coconut breakfast cake. And most certainly it is not just for breakfast, but it is a good time to have such a delicate, flaky on the outside and soft and flavorful in the middle cake in the morning. Wake you up. Get that boost of energy. Okay, while Big Mama is creaming up the butter and sugar, we're gonna go right ahead and I'm gonna show you all what I got here. I'm using all-purpose flour. That is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then I'm gonna come with my baking powder. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Tap that off in there. Then we're gonna spin around and we're gonna go ahead and get that 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Got to dabble it around a little bit, y'all, to get those lumps out of there. We don't want no lumps of soda in our breakfast cake. Dabble it around a little bit, get those lumps out. All right, we're gonna dash that into it. I try to keep the soda always in a container if I'm not placing a box in the fridge for freshness. Okay, then next I'm gonna come with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And yes, I did use salted butter and I'm coming with a 1/2 teaspoon. Yes, it's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt this breakfast cake. And y'all know what we're gonna do next. We're gonna go ahead and mix it up. Combine everything well in there. And then we're gonna come with our 3 eggs. We're gonna use 3 large eggs. And also, we're gonna come with the rum. We're doing all this while Big Mama's back there creaming up everything. Then we're gonna come with, what is that we got? We're gonna come with coconut. And that's gonna be a teaspoon each of all of this flavor. We're gonna come with vanilla extract. All those extracts we will be using a teaspoon each. And then we're gonna come with the spiced rum, the Caliber spiced rum. And next of all, we're gonna come with the cream of coconut. Lopez cream of coconut. We're gonna be using 3/4 of that. 3/4 of Lopez coconut, cream of coconut. And then we're gonna get a couple of drops of gel food coloring, yellow gel food coloring. All right, those are the liquids that we're gonna be using. I'm gonna shake this can of cream of coconut real well, and then we're gonna, y'all know what we're gonna do next. We're gonna dash it into our measuring cup. Got the shaker up. Y'all see that oil floating on top of there? Yes, that's that good coconut oil, y'all. That good coconut oil. Good coconut oil, that healthy oil. I'm gonna get me a spoon, and then I'm gonna mix it up for y'all. You can already tell this is gonna be a rich cake. Gonna stir it up real well. By the way, you guys, I want to thank you all for commenting, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And don't forget to keep your notification bells on. Yeah, go on and do that if you haven't. All right, we got to stir real well. Once again, we're going to put 3/4 into our measuring cup. 3/4 is all we need. Then we're going to put 1/3 of spiced rum. 1/3 of that spiced rum. And I was going to tell you, by the way, you guys, you do not have to use a spiced rum for this recipe. If you want to be alcohol free from this, you can just use regular rum extract. Just increase it to 2 teaspoons if you want to taste that rum in there. Yes, you do not exactly have to do this. But yes, if you want a richer taste, then go ahead with your alcohol. And we're going to do a teaspoon, like I said once before, we're going to do a teaspoon of all of our extracts, the coconut, vanilla, and our rum extract. Teaspoon each. Drop, 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 drop. We're doing the old eyeball thing, okay? But if you're not comfortable with doing the eyeball thing, then grab your teaspoon, grab your measuring teaspoon, and go ahead and measure your flavors and extracts. Yeah, it's why it's always good to measure your extracts. The eyeball ain't always the safe way out, y'all. Y'all seen that, didn't you? Y'all know that's more than a teaspoon. More than a teaspoon. Okay, then we're going to go with our drops of gel food coloring. We're going to put that in there, the yellow gel food coloring. Couple of drops of that. Okay, Big Mama is finished with her creaming. She is finished creaming things up for us. Now let her get the finishing touch of the cream on the edge of the bowl that was cleaned well. And then we're gonna do our next step, you guys. Okay, we're gonna add those eggs in separately. Yeah, if you're tired of those other type of desserts or just having pancakes as a sweetener in the morning, you might want to try this cake. Try this cake with your coffee or your hot chocolate or a glass of milk or just for a burst of energy in the morning. Now we're going to clean the bowl, clean her once again. And yes, after every process, you might want to clean and scrape your bowl down like I'm doing now to incorporate all the ingredients in. And now we're going to start with our flour. I'm going to do about half of the flour. I'm going to put about half of that in there. Then we're going to scrape it down again. And make sure everything is incorporated. And now we're going to start on our wet ingredients. I'm stirring everything in well. And we're going to slowly pour all of our wet ingredients into the mix. And you might want to slow your mixer down when you're adding the wet ingredients, because you want it to land into the ingredients, not all on side of your countertop and all on side of your bowl, your mixing bowl. We don't want that, and all on our apron, our clothing. We don't want that. So we're going to turn the mixer down. Turn Big Mama down. All right, like I said, after every step, you're going to always scrape your bowl, the edges of your bowl, in order to get all of your mix combined together. Then we're going to go right ahead with the last of the ingredients, which is the rest of the flour. We're going to place all of the all-purpose flour in the mix. Okay, y'all see I had to go get my pan. And y'all notice I got the pans that you do not have to wash after you use. Yes, I am trying to dismiss washing dishes as much as I can. And I know I'm not the only one. All right, we're going to let Big Mama finish it off a little bit and mix everything in. We're going to let her mix it up just a little bit, because she has done her job, y'all. She has done her job. We're going to go ahead with the Baker's Joy. We're going to spray our pan with Baker's Joy. Instead of flouring and greasing our pans with shortening or butter or what have you, we're going to go with Baker's Joy. We're going to do this quick and high tight. Now this cake, you could put this in a you can make this in a bundt pan, but I pretty much preferred it to be in a sheet pan. I just saw, squares of cake when I thought about this cake. We're going to even our mix out in the pan with our spatula. As soon as I finish getting it out of the bowl, don't waste anything, you guys. Don't waste your food. We're going to set our oven to 350. And we're going to let this cake bake at least 35 to 40 minutes. Or it depends on whenever your cake is toothpick clean. And when you smell that cake in the oven, and when it's browned on the top real well, like this, y'all, that's when you know. Y'all see that roll mouth looking flakiness on that cake? That's a sign of good and gooey. When it looks like that beautiful brown crust, that's when your cake is ready. Yeah, you see that roll map on your cake? Yes, that cake ready. Look at the edges, so crispy, a soft crispiness, y'all. I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to boost things up where it don't need to be up at. I'm just being honest. We're going to try this cake. Let's try it. Gotta let y'all have a look at it. I'm gonna start letting y'all look at some of my failed recipes that I failed. So y'all know that it ain't always an easy task coming up with recipes. So I'm gonna let y'all see some of my failing moments. Disappointing moments. Ooh, I wasted all my money for this recipe moment. Yes, I'm gonna let y'all see that. That comes with this. It ain't all good and dandy all the time, but 95% of the time, it is good. Okay? It's all good in the end. All right, y'all see that gooiness up in there? It's not gummy gooey. It's not like a Rice Krispie cake or anything. It's like a pleasurous gooey. Yeah, got that rum syrup soaking at the bottom of it. Yes, I can't wait to show y'all this cake. And just dice that fork in the middle of that cake. Oh, let me dice that fork on the corner. That fork. Let me dice that fork on the corner of that cake. Y'all see that? You see that up under there? Yeah. Ooh, soft. Yeah, look at the flakiness, y'all. Look at the flakiness. Oh. I'm just messing with y'all, okay? I'm just messing with you guys. But anyway, I want you all to see how this cake look. Look at the texture. And I wish y'all could get to know how it tastes. You can bake it. Bake this beautiful buttery rum, syrup all through the cake, coconut flavory, moist, crispy edges, butter cake. Try this breakfast butter cake. It don't have to be just for breakfast, you know. No, it don't have to be. Better than buttery pancakes, y'all. But once again, I want to thank y'all for taking that stroll just to see how everything goes when living with V.